Are you finding it difficult to balance freelance writing work and motherhood? You have your kids running around you, shouting, and you can't concentrate or do something meaningful or productive with your time. You're almost giving up because you feel you can't handle the situation. Do not worry, mommy, you are not alone in this. In today's video, I'm going to show some tips on how you can balance freelance writing job with a mom's scary schedule. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. If you are new here, I'm Eunice from Homy Moms. Stay with me to the end of this video as I share useful tips on how you can build your freelance writing business from the scratch. Let's dive in. As a mom of four, I was finding it difficult to juggle business and family. I have so much on my table. I have books to read. I have to write. I have to do research. I do go to the market. I will cook. And I have to spend time with my kids. Then there are so many chores at home I have to do. So you can believe me, you can agree with me that mom's hands are full with lots of work. We all have 24 hours in a day. So I was thinking mine was no longer 24 hours. So I started thinking how to do things differently. Here are some ideas I came up with that have helped and still helping me. One of the tips or ideas I came up with is setting priorities. The fact is that you can do anything that comes into your mind, but not everything. This boils down to this boils down to making the decision about what your real priorities are and how actually you can prioritize things that are important to you and knowing when to say no to everything else. Let me share with you my activities as a writer and a mom. Please permit me to read from my jotter. Look at my activities. Research slash doing my business. I do a lot of research. I read, I write, and I run my YouTube channel. These are very important things to me. Then taking my children to school. I take my children to school. I also bring them back from school. Then the next one is homework. I help them to do their homework. I also help them understand some difficult subjects. I don't joke with this time because this is the time I bond with my kids. They tell me so many things about what happened in the school. I engage them a lot. We talk a lot, we play a lot during this period, so I don't play with it. The next is cooking. I cook every day. I can't starve my family because I'm running a business. I know my duty as a mom. So the next is exercise. I want to stay fit. So I exercise 3 times in a week. And I wake up early in the morning to do this. These are my core family responsibilities I cannot do without. So, like I said, you cannot do everything. There are things I cannot do. Yes, this may sound ridiculous. I don't clean. You heard me well. I don't clean. Yeah, I was doing it before. I was cleaning and washing before I started my business. But as the family increased and we got a bigger apartment, I have to pay someone to do cleaning and washing for me. The purpose of this is for me to buy more time to concentrate on my business and do things that are most important to me. This is not for everyone. If you think you cannot afford it, there is no problem. But if you think this is what you can do to buy more time for your business, why not? Try it out. It will help. Another thing I don't do is I don't watch movies a lot. Yes, I stopped it when I started my business. You can imagine you watch 3 hours of movie every day in a week. 3 hours in a week. You are spending 21 hours watching movie in one week. Then in a month, how many hours do you think you spend in a month watching movie? If you watch 3 hours of movies every day, you are spending 90 hours watching movies in a month. Then what would that amount to in a year? Please do that maths and write it in the comment section. I want to know. So I know people, I know friends, even neighbors that spend a lot of time watching entertainment movies every blessed day. Me, I am not telling you not to watch, but It doesn't take me closer. It doesn't bring me closer to my dreams, to my goals. It pushes me far away from my goals. So that was why I stopped. Although I watch occasionally with my kids, you know, sometimes my kids will ask us, please, mommy, daddy, sit with us and watch our favorite cartoon. Before you know, they start telling you one or two characters in, in the cartoon. So since it makes them happy, I sit with them to watch, but not every time. Another thing I've stopped doing is unnecessarily scrolling my phone. I don't do it anymore. Before now, I will even wake up in the midnight and start scrolling Facebook, reading Facebook stories, burning my data, reading stories, reading comments. You see me, I will start laughing. I didn't know I was wasting time. I don't want to do that anymore because it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. I won't tell you what to do and what not to do. But my advice is that you have to be disciplined. Know what works for you. So remember, time wasted cannot be regained. The second tip is create a schedule. The interesting thing or the benefit of being a freelance writer is that you get to choose when and where to work from. Planning myself has helped me to be more productive as a mother of four and also a writer. As mothers, we are confronted with so many chores at home. So if you want to get things done both for your family and your clients, especially when you have kids at home, you must program yourself or set a specific schedule for your activities. Planning or scheduling your time will help you figure out when is best time to do your work. Your best time could be when everybody must have gone to bed. It could be early hours in the morning or in the evening. It could be when the children are playing outside. Try to come up with the time you can be more productive so that you will do your work effectively. Let me tell you how I plan myself. I have four kids. The first is 10, the second is 8 years plus, the third is 5 years, and the baby of the house is a year 7 months. You agree with me that it's not easy to handle kids. So how do I go about this? I wake up very early in the morning to prepare them for school. So by 8 a.m., before 8 a.m., they are already at school. When I come back from school, I bathe the baby, feed her, and quickly rush and do the house chores. Then I know my baby napping time. She naps around 11 a.m. So I make the environment conducive for her to nap. Then when she naps, when she starts sleeping, I put her to bed. Then I quickly go to my work. I start working immediately. I start working from that 11 or maybe past 11 till 3 p.m. Then when it's 3 p.m., I make lunch for my kids before I go to pick them from school. Then when they are back, maybe say they'll be back from school by 3:30 or thereabout. Then what we'll do is they'll freshen up and I help them to do their homework. They'll freshen up, eat, and they'll start doing their homework. So after their homework, I will allow them to go outside and play. And I'll allow the little one, the baby, my baby, to play with them. By doing this, I buy time to complete whatever tasks that needs to be completed about my business. Since dinner doesn't take much time to prepare, we'll just eat maybe by 7, 8, we've already eaten, and 8 past 8, 9, we are preparing to go to bed. Altogether, I spend 5 hours every day doing my business. This time is enough for me. 5 hours is enough for me every day running my business. So, what do? I prepare my task ahead by writing out my activities for the next day using to-do list. You can use tools like calendar app, task managers, Google Calendar, or Pomodoro technique to organize your schedule. Set deadlines and track your progress. With this, you can achieve more. The next tip is have a designated workspace and communicate boundaries. Your workspace could be a corner in your room, a corner in the kitchen, or the dining area. Any space in your apartment that is devoid of distraction could serve as your workspace. So you don't need to furnish your workspace. You don't need it to be too fancy. The essential thing you need in your workspace are you need your pen, you need your notes, you need your computer or your laptop and your phone. To me, I used to bring a bottle of water. So these are the things you need in your workspace. So what I do is I tell my children, I am going to work, so give me time. And they know immediately I sit on my seat. I go to the corner of my room and take my seat. They know mommy is ready to work. And you see them, they will give me chance. They will go to their rooms and start playing. So they know that mommy does not need to be distracted because she wants to start working. And the most important thing is that communicate work hours and boundaries to your family members. They should know the time you want to start working. If it's 2 hours you want to use, 3 hours, they should know about it. Let them understand that you need to concentrate. You don't need distraction. You don't need any disturbance, that you want to focus on your writing. Another thing is create a meal plan. If you have kids to care for and a business to run, you must plan your family meal in order to save time and energy. Before now, I don't plan my meals. What I do is I call my husband, I call the kids. I'll start asking them, what do you want to eat this evening? What do you want to eat the next day? So we'll end up cracking our brain. At the end of the day, we'll come up with something, but I've wasted a lot of time. I keep doing this method every time. What do you want to eat? Sometimes they won't even tell me what they want to eat. They will tell me, Mommy, cook anything, we'll eat. So I found out that this is not a good method for me. I should plan my meal. So it wasn't easy to come up with something healthy. I came up with a plan. Created meal plan running from Monday to Sunday. I plan what to have as breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I also cook my meals in large quantity and store in the freezer. I cook like 2 to 3 different soups and stew that will last up to 2 weeks. The only work left is cooking white rice, beans, yam, and so on. This does not take too much time. Boiling rice does not take my time. Cooking beans does not take my time. So do what works for you. Let your family be healthy and let them be safe. The next thing is take care of yourself. Taking care of your family and running a business is a lot for a mom. You need to take care of yourself to avoid burnout. Create time for activities that energizes you, whether it's exercise, hobbies, or spending time with the members of your family. For me, I don't force myself if my body is already showing signs of burnout. Do you know what I like doing to recharge? I like listening to music. I like dancing. So whenever I feel tired, I put on my music. It refreshes me. Doing this increases my productivity and effectiveness as a writer and a mom. So in all you do as a mom and as a freelance writer, set priorities. Find common ground between the two. Create your schedule, allocate time slots for work and family. Be ready to adjust your schedule to accommodate changes when necessary. Use tools and apps for scheduling and reminders. Have a designated workplace. Don't forget to plan your family meal. This is very, very important. Lastly, take good care of yourself. Remember, self care is not a luxury, it's a necessity. Find a balance that works best for you. If you have another method you're already using and is working for you, apart from the ones I have shared, please share this method in the comment section. I would like to learn from you. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Most importantly, watch this video to learn easy ways to become a freelance writer. See you in the next video.